Good morning from Bobblehead Homestead. I'm Jeff. Today is Friday. It's like 10:15, low 80s. Not that bad today. It is going to hit 90 though. But more rain tomorrow on Saturday, or overnight tonight, I guess. So woohoo! I did not film anything yesterday, Thursday, but I did get some stuff done, so I will show you what happened. There was a big pile of brush there, and I started clearing it out by hand, and my neighbor came by and offered to bring his tractor with his grapple, and that's what happened yesterday. And I will show you a clip of what it looked like before, right after this. And he just one scoop, man, and he got the whole thing. So let's go look at the brush pile. Oh, and after Bob photobombs. What are you doing in the lane there, Bob? What are you doing out there, Bob? You had a good breakfast, didn't you? Yeah. You want a little scratchy scratch? No. What? What? You got a full belly. Yeah. You're just happy. Okay. You gonna jump up on the hay bale? Thinking about it? No? Just gonna sit on the cardboard. Okay. Enjoy your day, Bob. And looky there! My big brush pile is even bigger! The last video, I should have shown you, I cut down a whole bunch more little brush trees. And he came in with his tractor and grapple and just picked it all up and put it in a pile and smashed it down. And so yeah, it's gonna rain. I was thinking about burning it today, but it's supposed to rain tonight, tomorrow, maybe a little bit Sunday. So it looks like either Sunday night or Monday might be the better time to burn it. And he just moved it closer to the lane out here, so I don't burn down my entire property. Not that that would necessarily be the worst thing in the world, but yeah. And oh man, all those tree limbs that my sister separated out to make stakes out of, he was just in there, and the tractor's loud, and he's just there in the burn pile. It is what it is. I got plenty more material for doing stakes out of. But cool, yeah, that's what happened yesterday. Oh yeah, on Wednesday we went to the Dollar Tree in Boonville, and my sister bought me a hat for $1. Actually, 2 of them. They did have, ribbon on them, but take the ribbon off, and now it's got a back flap, so it'll protect my back of my neck a little bit. So yeah, $1 hat, I'll take it. I do not care. You can make fun of this hat. This was my choice, so you can make fun of the hat. Alright, some of the sunflowers are doing really nice. Just really nice. Yeah. They almost all have bumblebees on them. There's a nice one. Oh, and there's just one cool one that opened up this morning. We gotta look at that. Oh, and this one. That one is just great colors. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful specimen right there. And I'd say half of them are very, very healthy and nice, and the other half just aren't doing all that wonderful. And that's okay. And there's a tall one up there. That's probably, I should measure it, shouldn't I? That's a good 8 feet tall by now, probably. Another one of those with the darker flowers. But look at this one. I hope the camera does it justice. Look at that. I've never seen a sunflower like that. That is just very, very cool. Couple nice little cosmos starting to bloom. There's one. That one will probably open up today too. And there's another one back here. Oh yeah. And a little bug on it. Nice cosmos. And that one opened up a couple days ago. Cosmos are pest resistant for the most part, but it looks like something chews on their flowers a little bit. That's alright. Hey there. Number 2. It looks like it's egg laying time. Yeah, there you go, number 2. Oh, somebody else is in the nest. Uh-oh. Use the other one, number 2. They don't. I could put 10 nest boxes in there and they're all going to want the same nest box. So I know some people were suggesting, oh, I need to put more nest boxes in there. It doesn't matter how many you got in there. They're all going to want the same nest box. So, yeah. I've only got 6 hens, so 2 nest boxes is more than enough for 6 hens. They're just picky and they all want the same one. Alright, number 2. You weren't even laying in a nest box and now you're being picky about which one you use? That figures. Okay. What do you say? Should I reveal your name in this video? I think I should. I have decided to name him Walter. Walter Sobchak, but I'll just call him Walter. That name is from the movie The Big Lebowski. That is the character that John Goodman played. There was the dude and his best friend Walter, and then Donnie was their other friend that they, you know, he was out of his element all the time. But Walter, I don't know, it's kind of a fitting name, don't you think? Walter and the dude got along, but they argued and they, you know, they weren't always on the same page. And I think that's the same with me and Walter here. And you're a big guy, and Walter was a big guy. And he was a loudmouth, and you sure do like, you know, crowing back and forth with the neighbor's crow. The neighbor's rooster. So yeah, Walter. And The Big Lebowski, it's not a movie for kids. It's not a movie for everybody. And in fact, there's a lot of just hidden messages and meanings in the movie that you really, you don't get it until you watch it like 10 times. Like, there's a Saddam Hussein lookalike who works at the bowling alley. He's the one who cleans the bowling shoes and hands them out. And that's you know, it's an allegory for the first Gulf War, the first George Bush. And there's a clip in there with the first George Bush, who, when he announced that we were going to war with Iraq to get them out of Kuwait, he pronounced Saddam Hussein's name Saddam Hussein. And Saddam, and he did that on purpose, because Saddam in their language means shoeshine boy, whereas Saddam means, you know, something different. So, you know, that was a dig at Saddam Hussein to call him Saddam. And, you know, little things like that you're not going to get it just watching the movie if you're not really, you know, into it and know the history and all that stuff. So yeah, that's where the name Walter comes from. Now, Walter, I hope we get along better. He's never attacked me or anything. But he keeps his eye on me, and he has, you know, when I'm in the coop collecting eggs or whatever, he comes right to the door and, yeah, big guy, you're protecting them. Although now I'm bringing them treats and food a lot more often. He has eaten out of my hand twice. And by that I mean he's taken one, you know, I give him a little handful of cat food here and there. And Carol Burnett there, she'll just chomp away out of my hand. And Walter, I don't think he trusts me yet. So one time he took one kernel of food out of my hand. And it's like, dude, this better be food, or he's just, I think he was just testing the food to make sure it was okay for his ladies, since Carol Burnett was chomping away. And then he did it another time. He just grabbed one kernel of food out of my hand. And, you know, that was probably good enough. He's just making sure the food's good enough for his ladies. Yeah. What do you think, Walter? You wanna be a daddy? You want some little Walter and Walterettes running around? You think we can manage that? Okay, I get long-winded about these stories. I better let them be. Oh yeah, one thing I'm doing today is recharging my battery. So I do not have the electric fence on. But this is how, yeah, this is how I do it. I've got a little like dishwash tub. It's old with cracks, but I put the battery, and then there's the hot shot charger that's from Premier One. And and I put that in there, and then I cover it with the that blue tub to, you know, so it's waterproof. And then the grounding rod is in there, right in front of that white tub. You can see it coming out of the ground with the black clip thing on it. But yep, that is my electric net setup. Yeah, Fifi. Napping right in my path. Do you like knowing when I'm going back and forth? Yeah, I gave her, my sister brought some of the good wet cat food, and so they get a little spoonful at night and one in the morning, and I think she's stuffed and ready to sleep. Hi, Carol. Yeah, you know what I got. Am I on the screen? Yeah. Well, let me get closer. There we go. What about you, big guy? You can have one, Walter. And it's Friday night, and what could be more fun on a Friday night than trying to finish planning out a garden bed? It's supposed to rain tonight, so I'm going to get more of these Cosmos bright lights planted. And it's just now gotten into the shade, so perfect time to do it. Alright, those I planted a few days ago. Some of those are already sprouting, so that's cool. Then some of these I planted later. But then from like the middle on down, I got all the holes made. I got them all filled with garden soil and cocoa core mix. And I just ran out of garden soil cocoa core mix, so I got to go make a bucket full, and then I will come back and plant the seeds. And I am doing the Bright Lights Cosmos, the last of those. And then if I run out, I've got some of these Seashells Mix Cosmos to finish it out. So yeah, time for a little break, and then I'm going to do that.